Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to Bystanders and Newsstands. This morning, today is 20th October 2021. Today is 1 year anniversary of the Lekki shootings that happened last year, 2020, October 20. And protesters are set for showdown. Currently, police have arrested two persons at the Lekki toll gate. And we find when you look at the situation around the Lekki toll gate, there is enough police and security personnel there to quell any form of protest. However, Macroni and Fowles, top leaders of this protest, have said that they are going to do a drive-in. They are going to be in their cars and protest as many cars as they can mobilize. They use that method to protest this morning, despite the fact that the police, however, warned that no one should come out for protest. Only indoor protest is accepted on this first year remembrance of the Lekki shootings that happened October 20th, 2021. And let's move over to newspaper headlines. This morning, I have with me the Punch newspaper. I have also the Vanguard newspaper. Before I start, I have my wonderful, committed, and excellent reviewers here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. This morning, I have Mr. David, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Kunle, Mr. Raphael, and Mr. Lucky. They are here, as always, to do justice to the newspaper headlines. And also, there's a link that we pasted on the live chat. You can be part of the program. Click on that link and join. However, yesterday there was trolling on the live chat of Mr. Kunle. Please be careful with your words. Please, as much as possible, be careful of the words you use on the platform. Let's be guided, please, with our words. Please, I beg this morning. The use of foul language is not accepted. Please, let's guide our statement. Okay, let's move on. NSAS, tension as youth insist on anniversary protest. NSAS, tension as youth insist on anniversary protest. Police insist on no street protest in Lagos. Osun, police insist on no street protest in Lagos. Osun, it's time for sober reflection. Nothing has changed. NBA, CSO, it is time for sober reflection. Nothing has changed. NBA and CSOs. Nigerian youth have reasons to demand for better life, says Sonolu. Nigerian youth have reasons to demand for better life, says Sonolu. We have progressed into era of digital freedom. We have progressed into era of digital on freedom. Trial. Expect legal fireworks. Kanu's lawyer tells FG. Expect legal fireworks. Kanu's lawyer tells FG. PDP, APC, Bika over Firemis performance. Okay. Sokoto bloodbath. Send more troops. Tambuwal Sultan begs FG. Send more troops. Tambuwal Sultan begs FG. My two class. Lagos State government threatens to suspend NURTW RTEN from Oshodi Apapa Expressway. Lagos State government threatens to suspend NURTW RTEN from Oshodi Apapa Expressway. Unknown government killed two monarchs in Imo State. Unknown government killed two monarchs in Imo State. Why Nigerian varsities are not among world's best? That's from NUC. Why Nigerian varsities are not amongst world's best? EFCC probes IOC director over alleged bribery. EFCC probes IOC director over alleged bribery. The Punch newspaper, the main headline: Police occupy Lagos. Police occupy Lekki toll gates. Others activists set for protest. Police occupy Lekki toll gates as others activists set for protest. Like I said, currently two persons have been arrested at the Lekki toll gate over the NSAS protest. Mr. Matthew, good morning. Today is the D-Day for protest. And as you see, looking at the area, when you watch the videos, you see the police are there, stationed. Although there's a free flow of cars. However, there are reports that two persons have been arrested. On what basis do you think that these people will be tried?
Thank you very much. Matthew is the name. Eventually, they will not be tried. They will be released. That has become their hallmark. Recall that even the protest, or rather rally of Oduduwa Republic agitators, they bought one in Lagos. People who were arrested were eventually released. They didn't arraign them in any court. What they're trying to do is to stop the protest, because they know that they don't have any law to prosecute anybody as long as you are protesting peacefully.
Hmm.
And it is wrong on the part of the police and on the part of the government, because they are setting a bad precedence. It may get a situation where the people can no longer take it and everybody will force to come out on the streets. And if it gets to that level, it is unfortunate that we might likely go to witness a serious public disturbance, peace disturbance. Because I do not understand why the police should maintain this hard stand against peaceful protests. Why the government should maintain this hard stand against peaceful protests. We are telling repeatedly that the approach of the government in handling the ENSA protests gave rise to the unfortunate incidents, and the government should understand it from that angle. If the government know that they are no longer comfortable with peaceful protests, they should approach the National Assembly with a bill to repeal peaceful protests, so that we know that it's no longer in the law, in our law books. As long as you have it enshrined in Nigerian Constitution, not even Mr. President or the IG of Police or the Director of DSS or the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of the Air Staff, or whatever, whoever is in position of authority, none of them have right to stop anybody from embarking on peaceful protests. But again, like I said, their intention is to intimidate, arrest, and stop any protest. That is their strategy. Not that they want to eventually charge anybody to court, because they don't have any law to prosecute anyone as long when you are embarking on peaceful protest.
Okay, they have another kind of protest now. They have agreed to do. They are going to use their cars and on a convoy they move and organize the protest. How do you look at that?
Police is still going to stop them. You are both know that ultimately, if they come in their cars,
See the headline.
If they come in their cars, chances are that people will join. Before you know it, they protest.
It's never start now.
So it doesn't matter the opinion of Nigerian police. It doesn't matter the opinion of Nigerian government. As long as you have peaceful protest and change in Nigerian constitution, Nigerians have right of peaceful protest. Because the same constitution that gives this effect to the office of Mr. President, that empowers Mr. President to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, still give effect to Nigerians' right, the right of Nigerians to embark on peaceful protest. We saw the protest that greets American election. Even at the level of the life of the congressmen in America being threatened. We didn't see we didn't see America police brutalizing Americans. Look at the 12 Tucano jets we just acquired from America. I'm talking about that A-29 Super Tucano jets. Do you know that the conditions attached to those Tucano jets forbid Nigerian government from using it against even bandits? And the only area they needed to use it, or they get approval to use it, is in the area of border and terrorists. No, that's another argument. The point I'm trying to make is, you saw the protest in South Africa the other time when the former president was on trial and people were protesting against his detention. Order of the court directly that he should be detained. Even at the level of wanton destruction of property, did you see South African police brutalizing South Africans? Obviously, no. It's only in Nigeria you see high-handedness on the part of Nigerian police, and it is not checked. Go and look at American nihil law. Even forbid forbid Nigerian government from using those arms and ammunition that are buying from America to violate human rights in Nigeria. That even best explain the reason Nigerian military formation, Nigerian military authority is finding it difficult to deploy those Tucano jets to the theater of operation in areas where the disturbance is known by bandits. So for me, I think the government should allow people to proceed peacefully. Then again, I don't know whether that thing is in the headline. I don't, because Punch have it. But I want to dwell on it.
What?
The federal government refusing to tag bandit terrorists.
Okay.
You know why I want to dwell on it? Because if you read, I saw it on Punch, that part of the condition American government gave to Nigeria is that those Tucano jets will only be used in the border and against terrorists. And where it stands, bandits have not been designated as terrorists. So whether government cannot use this Tucano jet against them. And here we have a situation where even the Senate and the Rep have passed a resolution advising the executive to declare bandit terrorists, to pave way for federal government to use those Tucano jets against them. But I don't know why the government is foot dragging. Because the way it stands, going by the agreement Nigeria entered with American government, it means since Nigerian government have already tagged IPOB a terrorist organization, it means they can at will deploy those Tucano jets to southeast and start bombing people. But again, if you look at the activities of bandits and the havoc they have wreaked in the society, if you check all the bosses that has to do with terrorism, I think bandits are tick all the bosses of all the indices that determines who is a terrorist. So there is no basis of which bandits should not be designated as terrorists and have it gazetted.
Okay.
So that the full weight of Nigerian sovereignty can come on them. But again, it beats every imagination to ponder why the government, federal government, is not willing and delaying in tagging the terrorists.
Okay.
Because that is who they are.
Final thought.
My final thought is that Nigerian government and Nigerian police should allow Nigerians to protest peacefully as entrenched in the constitution. Nigerian government should subject themselves to the rule of law. Then secondly, that federal government should quickly declare bandit terrorist organization to enable Nigerian government or Nigerian Air Force have right to use those Tucano jets against them. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Kunle is very much around, so he will be here also to give his own opinion. Mr. Lucky, good morning. I don't know Lagos.
Yes, good morning. My name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know Lagos. I want to thank the viewer. I want to thank those Nigeria who are supporting us. Those in abroad who are supporting us, may God bless you. We always tell you the truth, not other news, fake. They call us fake, but we tell you the truth. We are not fake. Tell you what is happening on ground. We're on ground. Every day we are here. I don't understand me. Telling those in abroad the truth. If you want to hear the truth, it's really deep. I mean, so Mr. Chuku, I want to thank you and the CEO. My name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know Lagos. Thank you very much.
The protest is today. Are you ready?
See, my brother, for a year now. For a year. I've been protest for this over here. You know now. We have been doing our protest here every year, every day in bus stop here. And I was expecting today, at 1 year's anniversary, with everybody in mass, million, but I'm not seeing anything. Everybody's busy watching, going around, police blowing sari, but in East, they cannot blow sari. The police cannot even wear uniform there. You know how many people they killed yesterday? So the whole country is mess. Nothing is going on. I see we don't have president. I see we don't have vice president. I see we don't have chief of army staff. I see we don't have even police or army. So Nigeria is going down.
What are you going to say about those that are going to Lekki for protest? We heard that 2 people have been arrested.
Just few. Let me tell you. Let's say we have 200 police there now. If we have 1 million Nigeria, 1 million Nigeria, do you think 200 can submit them? No. I expect Nigeria. I don't know what is wrong with us. I don't understand. We're supposed to amass 1 million. Do you think 200 can kill 1 million? No. But see, everybody is busy now. I see nothing is happening. Nigeria is docile. Nigeria is not talking. Nigeria only die in silence. Die in sickness, die in hunger. So I expect today, see, I love people I love most in Southeast. Southeast, I love them. I give them kudo. Every Monday, no government there.
No government.
No government. Government is not in charge. The people are in charge now. Every Monday, imagine, governor will sit at home, not going to work. Is that not shame? Does this APC government? I don't know. It's a shame because the reason is that people are hungry and angry. See, Nigeria facing both the old, young, youth, they are all angry. Nobody's smiling under this government. How can you, let me give you an example. 2015, umbrella is unite Nigeria. Brew is to sweep your Nigeria. They use brew, sweep good thing out of Nigeria. APC, Tinubu led, bring Buhari, where he's sick. Umbrella is to unite the country. Under umbrella, we were eating well. Under umbrella, good hospital. Under umbrella, good road. Under umbrella, united. But when Tinubu came and brought up the brew, gave it to Buhari. Buhari used brew, sweep good thing, sweep good hospital, sweep good school, sweep everything today. We are in mess. Today, everybody, southeast, southwest, south, Nigeria are not in peace. So, brew is a bad thing to Nigeria. Do you remember when they were shouting, how can you go and put brew? We have right to protest. In America, they have right. Otherwise, they have right. It's not because the Nigerians are not taking the phone. We are not united. If we unite, how many 20,000 police in Lekki? If one, my brother, I see protests in other countries. We don't need to hold on. When you have 1 million Nigerians, 200 police, they will surrender. But today is supposed to be protest. Where are we now? We are doing our protest here every day. When you say Lekki, if you go to Lekki now, I don't think there are more than 50 or 30 Lekki. If there are 1 million people, we are, my brother, what we are doing here is protest. It's even more than what they are doing there. What we are doing here every day, is it, you think you can stand here talking? We are not afraid. Every day, are we hiding?
Do you know the amount of prayer they are praying for you and
yes,
I?
Yes.
Mama Israel knelt down. I watch it, praying for us in Texas.
Every day.
He says we are doing very well and it's a very dangerous job. He said we should be very careful. He said that the Lord Jesus will use his blood to cover us.
Amen.
We are doing what we are doing here is more dangerous than people.
Yes. So do you think it's easy to stay here, the public, to start insulting government? If the government do well, we praise them. Let me give you an example. When Babangida was there, we did not complain. When Yar'Adua was there, we did not complain. When Goodluck was there, it was just 3 states in the north And the same people who from Boko Haram, Abi, we were enjoying.
know them.
How much was a bag of rice? How much was a bag of salt? How much was petrol?
How much is yam?
$1?
Yam.
A yam now, 2,000 naira. Every day, that's what increase waiting. NEPA, how much are you paying NEPA now? Let me ask you. No, how much is gas? Gas. How much? Everything Nigeria. Okay, I have told Christian, pick your camera, go around, ask people, ask Nigeria, ask the women who voted for APC. Now, let me tell you what is going on now. They went in Oshu to go arrange a small rice. As now started gathering the rice, they want to give all these poor people, all these women, and governor use camera to show we have enough food for you. Fake. Now that cup of rice, they want to use it to buy them. Before you know, they'll give them one bag of rice. They'll vote for them. Let me tell you, Southeast, I gave you 2 hands. I love them. I have said it that look,
Southeast.
The strike every Monday, if they can do it for Lagos, Abuja, Kano, you see, Buhari will sit tight. Buhari will sit tight, Osinbajo will sit tight. How can you have vice president like a lay dog? He can't talk. He's waiting for vice president. Who will give you president? Let me tell you, the youth is tight. Look at the youth yesterday. I watched APC Congress. 2 chairmen emerged in Lagos. A youth and an old man, they were arguing. The old man said, we are going to have our way. The youth said, we are going to have our way. Let me tell you something. I would prefer to vote for the youth. If Ambode can come out for Lagos State, I will vote for Ambode 10 times. Ambode has a good thing for Nigerians. But this bunch of old men who cannot see camera, that one leading us, they are blind. Old men blind. Imagine Buhari is not seeing where. Look at the people they massacred yesterday in the east. Or no government. Look at Sokoto, they went to market. Kill them like Sasa. And the man is, Nigeria is there. They are not talking. Every day, Buhari will say, I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it. On top of what? On top of your wife in bedroom? You are not doing anything. They just are dying like chicken. Go to hospital. Go to every market. Go to mortuary. I went to mortuary yesterday. To ask my boss yesterday. I am tired for this country. I fed up. I do know why. Oh my goodness. We are in trouble. Nigeria, unite. Let's throw away the broom for inside river. Broom. Bale.
APC symbol.
See, please.
APC
I have told you. Let me repeat it again. When we're under umbrella to unite.
It will give us.
But the day they brought broom. Now they begin sweep good thing. Begin sweep good teachers. Begin sweep good rice. Begin sweep dollars out. Begin sweep good thing out of Nigeria. Today we're in trouble under Buhari.
Okay, thank you.
So
Last thought, Mr.
the last talk is that I have said it. If we are 1 million Nigerians, we can face these people in Lekki. They are just 20,000 policemen there. But today I was expecting people to come out in mass. Let's even show solidarity to those who died for NSAS. But now, Nigeria are sleeping in their house. Nobody's talking. They will allow Buhari to finish. Before you know, they will still go up for article. I am telling you, thank you very much.
Okay, please, we have a link that we are going to paste online. Please be part of the program. Click on that link and join, and then we'll make you part of the program. Also, please, Mr. Kule, please come here. Respect everyone's views, please. Respect each and everyone's opinion and point of view. We have the left and the right hand, please. Let's not troll our analysts. They have been very wonderful. They have been committed. Help and support them. If their views is contradicting your view, just take your position, please. No trolling. Thank you very much, Mr. Kule. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. And a minute silence. Maybe I have to observe a minute silence for the departed souls of the NSAS movement then. It's almost like yesterday, but thank God we could still be able to be alive to celebrate those icons that went with the headsets. May their soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Yeah, good morning, Mr.
Today
And
is the D-Day, and we heard that people have been arrested.
already?
Yes.
In Lekki. That commissioner of police in Lagos should be careful, because after commissioner, you become an ordinary citizen, an average citizen back. And what you did when you're in power, we always reflect on you. We always follow you all about. Protest is a right. Mr. Buhari even protested when he was in AMPP. He protested against PDP then, under President Obasanjo. He protested then. Why is he now clamping down on protesters? The protest is the right of every human being. As I am today, I still vow that from here now, I'll be going to Lekki to join my patriots. And I want to give kudos, before I even start, I want to give serious kudos to DJ Switch, that wonderful lady that was about to be killed, but she sneaked out of Nigeria. And I want to give kudos to Rinu Oduala, brave lady entirely. He was part of the Lagos ENSAS inquiry, but when he see that the inquiry was going towards politicizing, they are going towards politicizing it, she withdrew. And I want to give kudos to Romo Sele. Romo Sele was tried by the federal government in Lagos here, but along run, the brave lawyers, the human rights lawyers got him out. Then the 17-year-old girl that was arrested in Ondo State as part of the ENSAS movement that was in prison, and she gave birth to a baby boy in prison. And kudos to the Oni of Ife wife that adopted the baby. And those are the heroes that are still alive. So kudos to them, and I throw away my salute to all of them. We are behind them. Thank you very much.
Okay, and let's say they have devised another means, the protesters. They're going to use their convoy and move around that area. So that's protest. How do you look at it?
Yeah, that's been the norm. That's been the norm that happened in Alausa. And you know what these people are afraid of? And that's why in every leaders we have now, in every security man we have to do psychological evaluation for all those our leaders, for all those, right from Mr. President Buhari to down to councillors. Psychological evaluation, whether they are in the right state of mind. We have to know that. Me, I don't care what anybody will say. Once a government is threatening my life, that will go against that the government. And once anybody is threatening my life, that person will be my number one enemy. My life is not meant to be threatened. And I stand here. The protest that we are doing here is even a daily protest. And we've been saying that. A lot of people see me. What are you doing on the street? What are you doing? I'm doing that for the betterment of this country. And the bad government in power now, we have to chase them out. I'm not saying this because anybody bribed me. I'm not saying this because I'm just saying it from my mind set. I faced a lot of things under this present administration. It was under this administration I was attacked by the abokis that change dollars on island. Only me, I faced them. I went to police station. The police were telling me, don't I know that they have legs? I said, don't I have legs too? So, homie, I faced a lot of battles in which I'm still standing now. And it's not like about saying I dislike any tribe or not. But when I see injustice, I have to put it right. I've faced a lot of challenges, a lot of battles, and I'm still ready to face a lot. And the protest now that they say is not going to happen is going to happen. By the time you start flashing down all cars and arrest the people inside the cars, you yourself, you know that there's something wrong with your brain. Any security that does that must go and check his brain.
3 more people have been arrested. That is 5 have been arrested.
And they will get released. They are just arresting them to impress their master that they are doing the work. And the Mr. Tinubu should be careful and come into this situation now, because the commissioner of police should arrange himself or organize himself in order not to put you people into trouble. You could see what happened to Sanwo-Olu then. So they are already in trouble about the Lekki killings. Where are the bodies? Where are the soldiers? Provide the soldiers. The soldiers have accepted that they came out actually. They were saying they did not shoot a bullet then. And what I can see wrong with that investigation is BBC said went wrong. because they did not bring out the factual information about the bullets, about everything. They were reminding us that the bullet the soldiers used was from Serbia. But right, for the CNN, thank God for the CNN that brought out the real reporter of the what is going on there. So I don't know whether the British are still in support of this government killing the masses, starving the masses. I don't know why those British government are doing over there. I don't know what Boris Johnson is doing. I don't know what Queen Elizabeth is doing. Maybe he's going to look in that throne, sit in that throne, and allow the Nigerian arena, the Nigerian leaders, the Nigerian, what's it called? What can I call themselves? With the bad governance in this country to keep going. And you are sitting down there as a throne of Queen of England. The Boris Johnson there. You are there. You could not even intervene. Your citizen was, apprehended. You could not even intervene directly. At least your citizen is Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. You expected British government to have even intervened, release this guy for us. Let anything happen, let us go and face. And that's what Americans do. Any American that commit any crime anywhere, the government will request for the extradition of that to come and face But the British are they put us to where we are today. And they're just sitting there looking at the whole scene as if everything is normal. Until they start seeing dead body on the streets. And where are the lawyers? Lawyers now should be part of the protest. The Akbakobas, the Isfalano, the executives, and the young ones that prove to be, especially that Igboho lawyer, the Ejiofor is not going to court today. He should be part of that protest to bail the people out. Because what is happening now is unacceptable. Why should you be arresting people that are just protesting? Buhari protested, for God's sake. Buhari protested under Obasanjo. He protested. He marched all the streets with his AAMPP. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. They should not molest any protester this morning. The IG, the Commissioner of Police, please take notes. Your name is at stake. Your name is at stake. You have children like us. You guys have children like us. And you may be police. Your children are not police. So be careful. Be careful of how you handle this protest this morning. Those people you are arresting, please release them immediately. They are not criminals. If you want to arrest anybody, go to House of Assembly, go to local government in Lagos State, go to Abuja, go and arrest those criminals that are putting us into this mess. I don't hit any one of them. So I have a right to express my feeling for any one of them.
Okay, final thought, Mr. Kule.
Final thought is, what they are afraid for is the NSAS movement. They see now that when they have changed the uniform of the NSAS, they did not change their mind. They call them SWAP. I don't know where they got that SWAP from. SWAP is an American, this thing we used to watch. So when they changed that, they didn't change their mindset. And where we are now, I think this thing still continue, the oppression still continue. And the problem now is they could see that the NSAS was turning to end bad government then. Because the government they are having now is so, I think it's so bad to say anything. So they are just afraid not to expose them, not to even, embark on the second phase of the NSAS, which is end bad government in this country. I will never relent in fighting for my rights, and no matter insult, no matter any insult, it will not deter me. Thank you very much, Christian. I appreciate your effort this morning.
Okay, there's a link, please. We are going to place that link, please. Want to be part of the program? Click on that link and join the live stream this morning. Then we can get your comments. I have Mr. David. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
How are you?
I'm fine.
We are getting set for
As you can see, I'm not dressed this way, but I had to put on this.
Remember, 5 people have been arrested.
I know. Mr. Christian Chukwu, that will not deter me. Let me say it quickly. Akwa Ibom State, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, in President of Godswill, Akpabio, when he was then the governor of the state, he locked me up for 2 months. I think on maximum prison for good 2 months because we came out and protest because of the high tuition fee. For good 2 months, no, my parents could not reach me. It was the student government. It was my colleague.
Okay, finish your statement. Finish your statement.
It was my colleague. It was my colleague that had to rally around behind me. Went to state government house and started protesting. I was there for 2 good months. He collect maximum prison. So prison dey fear me again. If I don't go prison, come back. Wetin happen? Prison, see prison na for human being. No be for animal dem do am for. So
Nigerian prison.
Any prison in the world. Now I don't remember they go prison. Now I'm happy now. Now animal dem do am for. So if I could have been in prison for a good 2 months, I take on up for that. So I'm good to go now.
Okay, let's have who is on the line, please. And I get who is on the line. Protesters set for showdown today. 5 arrested already, and we are expecting more because the organizers have insisted that they will keep on with their street protests. Adegoyega, good morning, Mr. Adegoyega. You're welcome to. Let's get your response, Mr. Adegoyega. You're welcome to the protest that is happening currently in Lekki this morning.
Hello?
Headset. Yes, sir. It's okay now.
Mr. Adegoyega, we are waiting. Okay, let's continue.
So back to the question.
Okay, so you have been arrested. I have been arrested, but you see, the conditions of arrest is sometimes very, very, very not too palatable.
Not palatable in what sense?
They will threaten you, they will beat you, and all that.
It has. See, at this point, there's a saying that says, "Pikin wey say mama no go sleep, himself no go sleep." So now, if the government refuse to do the needful, we too will not relent. We will always eat them out, push them out. How do we put them out? Come out to join this group and protest. Protest is just like sending a signal to them that you people need to sit up. Enough of this injustice. Enough of this marginalization. Enough of this killing. Enough of you plunking people into mess. Enough of this hardship. Enough of doing the wrong thing. And it is high time you do the right thing. That is why I want to join the protest. This morning I have received so many calls from my friends. David, don't go. But I have made it a point to the fact that I don't care what happens at the end of it. I would also join the protest. I've told a friend of mine, he's coming after this interview. I'll join them. He's coming to pick me up. I'll join them in Lekki and protest. It is my civil right. No, but now, what if I don't want these such things to linger on to the unborn generation? Because if you continue this way, it is high time we put an end to this oppression, to tell the oppressors enough is enough. We cannot sit. My father generation failed me. I don't want to fail my generation. If the previous generation has taken a bold step to curb this nonsense that is happening now, it will not have lingered to itself. But majority of them were so very much afraid. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. If you don't die, who not go die? You keep on dying silently. You keep on dying via inflation. You keep on dying via poverty. Oppressors keep killing you, suppressing you. I keep saying you don't want to die. You don't want to die. Indirectly, are you not dying? I'm not of that opinion. I don't welcome that. Enough is enough. That is why I'm going out to join. Because now, the reason why I'm going out to join this oppressor is to join those that the 1 year answers anniversary. Let there be a government that today, that the son of a nobody can become somebody in Nigeria. That is what I'm coming out to fight for. And now let me say this to CP Odumesu, the Commissioner of Police of Lagos State. He owns no Lagos. He does not own Lagos. He's just a public servant. So he cannot dictate who should protest and who not to protest. He cannot dictate which road will be blocked and which road should not be blocked. Odumesu does not own Lagos. He's a public servant. Odumesu should have sent escorts to protect the lives of protesters, not taking sides on the side of government. I know I know he's been appointed here by some politicians, but I want to state this: Odumosu should not threaten us. Odumosu, Chief of Lagos State, he should not threaten us. Nobody should be threatened. The same rights he has in Lagos State, every one of us has same rights. He has same rights. He is a public servant, and then because of they are even using taxpayers' money to pay him, he's still threatening us. So let Odumosu, let him be warned. He should be warned because I'm going out to protest. No matter the threats, can deter me not to go to Lekki.
Nothing will deter you. Why is it that we have few youths that are brave to come out to protest?
I cannot speak
Over
for
80 million youths you have in Nigeria.
That's why what I said. I said everybody has different mindsets. Everybody has different opinion. Some persons don't want to die, but indirectly they are dying. When you buy the photo of when you see the cost of foodstuffs in this country is what is on a very, very high side. The cost of house rent is on a very high side. Aren't you dying? Aren't you dying? Now the cost of pump price is on a very high side. Indirectly, is the government not killing you? Are you not dying? Which death pass this one again? Which death pass this one? It's most time it is even better for you not to live and be dying silently and godly. That is why this morning I have made up my mind, Mr. President, nothing they fear me again. Nothing. I told you, I stayed in prison for a good 2 months. Akpabio, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, jailed me and my colleagues then in school. Minimum prison for a good 2 months. I did not write the final year exam. I was supposed to write the final year exam, but what? He closed the portal. So I had to protest, come on, face him. Told him, he picked us up. So now prison don't fear me again, so that will not be anything. So
what do you expect today if you go to the protest?
I don't expect anything. Anything that comes my way, I will accept it. It's like you going out to fight
you have a
lion.
You have a demand?
We have a demand. Let our demands be met after 1 year. After one year of this EndSARS anniversary, you promise to compensate those that lost their life. Nothing has been done. You promise to address the issue of police brutality. Nothing has been done. Still, it has been lingering. It has always been failed promises, and now you've on your own end, you've not met the promises. Now you are telling us not to come out en masse and protest. I said no to that. I will go out and I want to join. I want to beg every meaningful youth, every Nigerians who want their voice to be heard, who don't want to fail their generation, who want to speak up and say enough of this. I want a country whereby, Mr. Christian School, you can become somebody without the influence of one political godfather. That's why I'm going out to protest. So nobody should tell me what to do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
David.
you for having me.
See you at the protest ground.
Are you coming?
Yeah, you're coming.
Serious?
You're saying serious? I say I'm coming.
If you're coming, that's cool.
Mr. Araf, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
I'm
transplant. And good morning, you viewers abroad. I thank you for your prayers. Most of you that are so, that are persisted, praying for us, for our own security, I thank you. Number one person is a mama. She behaves as if she's the one that gave birth to have given birth to all of us. Her name is Mama Israel, Mama UK. I think that woman will be Igbo woman. He didn't even just, this is the name. He's a selfless person. He doesn't want to just say, I'm Igbo, I'm this. So he say, my name is Mama Israel. I cover all of you with the blood of Jesus. I pray that God will protect you all. The job you are doing is so sensitive. The woman prayed and knelt on her knees. Imagine. Mommy, we thank you. We appreciate you. Christian is appreciating you. Chigoze is appreciating you. Kules, Davidson, Lucky, everybody here. We are appreciating you, ma. Sonny is appreciating you. You are praying for Sonny as well. You are crying for us. You are praying and calling God. She even said, YouTube, Mama, God will bless you. As you pray to us, so shall someone else pray for your children. And your children will obtain favor from the sight of or eyes of men. So I thank all of you who are contributing one thing or the other, one way or the other in this program, especially you are very cheap. You are wonderful. Vera Kimono, you are wonderful. Achoma Man, you are wonderful. All of you, oh no cheer, you are from Anambra, you are wonderful. Eze, Okechukwu, you live in UK. Professor Kwadi, so many of you, Kelly, Joel, Center. How many am I going to name here? Emmanuel Green, Udeme, my brother. Many people are here, and they are here viewing because of you and I. And what the Avia chip mean. The Avia chip is what is bringing us to what? To the limelight and the publicity every day. It is not easy. They have made it a point of duty to wake up very late night. It is very deep late night in America now, and these people are watching us. So thank you. So yes, Christian. NSAS protest. I want to sensitize Nigerian diaspora Nigerians. See, I acted drama on that. I acted film with Flip TV. I and the Sonny, the one that is down now, that is sick. Sonny's name was, can you remember? Officer Ekweteshi, while I am Officer Mamudu. We played NSAS. We played SAS officer. We arrested innocent Nigerians. We tortured them for nothing. I was just only playing a role. Sonny was only playing a role. I have gone deep into this protest. Do you know how many times I protest in a month? How many days? 28 days, 26, 28 days. I'm out every day protesting against brutality, police brutality, Nigerian soldiers, the way they handle issues in Nigeria, tormenting and killing innocent citizens. I protest bad governance. I protest insecurity. I protest Fulani terrorists, herdsmen terrorism across Nigeria. I protest the insurgency going on in northern Nigeria. I protest the way our public office holders, politicians are handling what? Our money, constituency projects. I protest this every day. Okay? We are the main protesters. We take risk every day. That's why I know that we have been always, or even already incubated in the full blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. Nobody's going to harm us. We thank you all over there. Then again, today protests at Toll Gate. Toll Gate, here I come. All roads lead to Toll Gate. As I'm talking to you now, MC Falls is there, and Macaroni. Yeah, MC Falls and the Macaroni, they are there at the Toll Gate already. Many of them, they started arresting already. Immediately the notification come here, I saw it. Police has started already arresting. Let me tell you, police is just dancing and dancing and dancing lame, while the music is yet to start. Yeah. The music has not started. They started arresting innocent people who are not even protesting, throwing them into Black Maria. That is eye service to their boss, like what Kule said. They are trying to satisfy their boss. Look, we are doing good job. See, we have arrested this. Those guys you arrest, are they violent? Those guys you arrested, are they protesting? Are they fighting for their right? Are they trying to speak out? Why are you arresting them for? I am tired for that institution called police. It has been rubbished. But notwithstanding, nothing is gonna stop us today from protesting at the Lekki Toll Gate. Everybody, all the youths are marching towards there. Look, by the time we could finish with Nigeria today, there will be over 60 million youths there.
60 million.
I'm telling you, by the time, I tell you that police has already started dancing lame, while the music is yet to come out. When the music starts, they will all cripple.
What will you say about people that are arrested?
The people arrested, that were arrested, I'm telling you, I give them kudos that the young guys with courage, that the young guys that know exactly what they want, they are fearless Nigerian youths. Irrespective of the fact that many were killed previously, 12 months ago, Nigerian youth still, oh my God, is not deterred. Nigerian youth is still not intimidated. They are still moving forward there to tell them, yes, we knew what happened. We knew what you did last summer. We still know what, transpired there last summer. We are Nigerian youth, here we come, start killing. Police, they should test the bitter pill today.
Let's look at tomorrow, 21. Nnamdi Kanu is going to be arrested.
Tomorrow, 21, if they refuse to bring the Nnamdi Kanu, every Igbo man will talk to IPOB, Igbo man in Asia, America, Europe, Igbo man in Australia, Igbo man on this continent called Africa. We are all going to turn aggressive IPOB members. I'm not deterred from telling it exactly how it is to the world. Why shouldn't they produce a man that is fighting for his rights? What happened to check out? Did they track him down there? Are they not the ones tracking the fight or war against insurgency in the north so that they will protect and leave those youths that are tormenting Nigeria as Boko Haram insurgents? Call him. Okay, call him. Okay.
2 minutes. Okay. Good morning. Who is on the line? We can listen to you. There's only one here that's working. Okay, continue, Mr. Rabe.
Okay, so let me tell you, I'm telling you that the one that orchestrated Boko Haram, they started it and nobody arrested them. May I name them? I will name again. No. Mudu Sharif, the former what? PDP chairman that sold out. He sold PDP to his in-law. His in-law is Buhari. He's someone along the line, around his kismet, or he himself directly is marrying Buhari's daughter. He sold that post. He sold that seat, that leadership given to him, bestowed on him. And he started doing what? He started playing, what do you call it? Unstable roles, scheming. Do you understand? Dancing around that leadership given to him, and APC really messed PDP today. It's because of Mudu Cherry. And Mudu Cherry was the first person to have initiated that platform called Boko Haram. Ask me why. The talks he brought over to campaign for him, to fight for him during his election, during when Obasanjo was in power. He promised them many goodies, many juicy positions. He promised them a lot of things. His name, the real #1 person in that platform was Mohammed Yusuf, I think. Yeah, the founder. Yeah. So now the guy went to France. After that disappointment, he went and studied in France. After studying in France, he came back and they started what is called Boko Haram.
Okay. Good morning. Who is on the live stream? Live stream.
Good morning.
Who's on the live stream? Click on it. Okay. Mr. Henry, good morning. Please, can you quickly respond to the protest happening at the Lekki tollgate this morning? Let me get your views and your opinion on that issue.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. What I want to say about this protest, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Yeah, what I want to say about this protest is that Nigerian youth, what they are
I can hear you, but you can bring your voice up a little bit.
What Nigerian youth are doing is good. I love what Nigerian youth are doing, but most of them are hypocrites. What happened in Lagos? Are they trying to tell me that what happened in Obibo, nobody is talking about it? On it's a massacre, Mpo massacre, nobody is talking about it. And people are protesting with Nigerian flag. They're supposed to paint Nigerian flag with a red color so that international committee will know that youths are not happy over what happened there at Lekki tollgate. They're supposed to paint Nigerian flag with a red paint to symbolize the blood of those people that they massacred there in Lekki tollgate. And again, another thing I want to say is that if they fail to bring in Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow to court, know that Southeast will not enter. We Biafrans and the whole Southeastern leaders, because they are the one that betrayed that young man. The young man did not commit any crime. The federal
thank you
that the young man
very much, Mr. Henry. Your
bring him to court.
Opinion is appreciated.
Okay, good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry. Thank you. Mr. Raphael, let's continue.
So yes. So I wanna know exactly what the young man committed that made Fulani regime to keep him there, incarcerated, in confinement for how many months now? It is wrong because you have many of them that have committed a lot of more heinous crime than Nnamdi Kanu's own in the north, and they still walk freely on the street. Mudu Sharif today is walking freely on the street. Malami, Chatima, Yerima, all of them, El Rufai is still included in this government. They are the one that started Boko Haram. So this aggrieved youth was what translated to what the insurgency in the northeast today. They did not pay them well, they did not settle them. Then what happened again? During the election that brought Jonathan in, Buhari wept. He wept. Blah 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 blah. If so blah 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 happened, I will do what? Render his regime ungovernable. Do you know that these people, he already bought them this 2015, thinking that Jonathan is going to bounce back again as usual, that Jonathan would win. But alas, what happened? Buhari won. Go and settle those boys, those people from Sahel countries, from desert. You settled from Libya, from Chad, from Niger Republic, from Mali, from Senegal. Go and pay them off. R5 was among. Chetima was among. Many of them, name them. Now, they could not settle them well. That was why Buhari collected 100 billion naira that Emefiele, Godwin Emefiele, the current CBN governor has not been able to address today in the house. What was this money used for? He used that money and said to them, they said the remnant is what they are waiting for today. The remnant is what has thrown northern Nigeria into this kind of mess. Incessant kidnapping every day, every now and then. You know what the same bandits did at Sokoto Market? Sokoto Market, where 30 people were killed. Let me tell you what happened there. I investigated and did my research. It's a particular market that Tambuwal said no to Fulani headers. You cannot come there to sell your cow again. They started blocking every trailer, every truck that are bringing their cows to that particular market. See how that cost many lives. A few days ago, 30 people were shot in the market dead. Buhari could not declare their state of emergency. Buhari could not even roll out military to Sokoto to go there. Buhari has rolled out the military to go to Anambra and Imo State. Enugu Boy. Are you listening to me? For what? What happened? What happened now? Tell me. Nothing. It's because of what? Buhari is badly annoyed with Igbo man. Let me tell you. Igbo man is his target. I know it. Everybody know that in 2015 that when Buhari would take over the mantle of leadership in Nigeria, Igbo man will be his passive enemy, and he succeeded on that, because if you can look around, no post has been given to Igbo man in this regime. No post, nothing. Okay. Even the particular department they know that Igbo can do well. No. He changes public office holders, positions every now and then, every minute that goes. Denying it to Igbo man. Look at how Igbo man has been alienated from the running of this current government, and that is why peace has eluded Nigeria. Okay. Peace and tranquility. Because Igbo man is not included in this regime. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing. You went to Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, whose father was sheltered by our great father Nnamdi Azikiwe. When he committed what he committed in the 60s, 50s, Mau, he was the leader. The British want him dead or alive. He ran to southeastern Nigeria. Look at what his son did to us, Igbos. This is how Uhuru Kenyatta settled us and said, thank you for what you did for my father. Look, one good turn deserves another, but you failed to do so. What happened is that hooliganism is knocking on your door. I tell you that nemesis is knocking on your door. I tell you that a lot of retribution is going to come back to you. You paid us bad. What we did to your father was good, but you pay Igbo man bad with bad. Okay. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu must surely come out from that court tomorrow. Failure to do so, Malami will turn to an errand boy. He will run. We will send him message somewhere. Go and buy your taba. Go. We turn him to an errand boy. Well, they will find out that every woman in the north, they have the highest population in the north, Igbos. They will all turn to what? IPOB. Everybody will be very, very what? Aggressive over the situation. Even the Ohanezes. I tell you the Ohanezes, one by one, they will become IPOB. Or failure to produce Nnamdi tomorrow will spell doom for the zoo, Federal Republic of Zoo. Okay, thank you. Man, I will have to pause here. But before I leave, I would like to tell you one thing. Killings going on now in Imo State about the 5 royal chief killed. They were the people, the chiefs, the local chiefs that were working with Uzodinma government. They make sure these guys, when they were alive, that every youth will do what? Will come and pay, be paying obeisance to Uzodinma and all those local chiefs that are instigating all manner of favor against, or perpetrating all manner of favor against IPOB. They are those chiefs that are sabotaging what? The youths, killing them, calling them IPOB. Do you understand me? So if you know that you are against the youth, you are against Igbo man in the East, you are working and eating with those political bigots, with those that are instigating evil on Igbo man in the East. If you are a chief, if you are whoever you think you are, let me tell you, wait and wait. Okay. And wait. Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael Mbechi, Transparent. Mr. Charles this morning.
Good morning.
I asked what's the meaning of Aboki?
Somebody's asking, but in the real sense of it, my chairman is here.
Your youth leader?
That's my chairman. Chigo's here. The real meaning of Aboki in Hausa means my friend. That is the real meaning. But we seem to misinterpret Aboki to as in somebody sarcasm, somebody who is not, a non-entity, a fool, or something like that. But Aboki means my friend.
Okay, looking at the protest, why is it that it seems like only Lagos and some parts of Abuja are holding this protest? When you go to the east, people are not really
Yes,
having that protest.
when you look at what happened during that NSAS, I think the only people that were affected mostly are Lagos and Abuja. So definitely, I was watching a video clip this morning. A lot of people were being arrested in Tollgate this morning. Are you getting me? So definitely, the government, that is to tell you they fail how government has just failed the citizens. By right, protest is part of democracy. When you are having an issue with somebody, the best thing for you to do is just to protest. You agitate. Protest doesn't mean that you are fighting anybody. It means that you are trying to fight for what belongs to you. So definitely, if you look at the protests going on in Lagos, it's because mostly the NSAS was very, very high in Lagos than any other states. So most especially in Tollgate, I could remember, you remember during that Tollgate, when the protest started, even Buhari himself was even insisting that they want to overthrow this government. Why? Because there was a very tense of protest in Lagos State here. But other states, it's not much. It's not that it's not much. You cannot tell me there is much protest in the north during that instance. But for now, the place that were much more in protest were the place like Lagos State and Abuja.
How do you look at the way the police is handling the protest currently?
They are not handling it well. Like I told you, I watched the video clip. What they are doing is just to arrest innocent people. What they are doing is just to arrest. Even I watched someone, a passerby was just passing, a pedestrian was just passing. They caught him, they arrested him this morning. I watched it on clip. So now, the truth of the matter is, what they are portraying to the whole world, that is not what they are supposed to put on ground. They are not doing it. They are not doing the right thing. They are not doing the right thing. You are arresting innocent people. People are there protesting. People are there protesting for their own peace and crying for those that were accused of almost a year now. And you are there arresting them for what? You don't have any other right to do that because let me put it this way: you are trying to put more salt. You are going to put more salt on the injuries of the people. Because why will you be arresting people just like that innocently? If you are not careful, what is worse than NSAS will still come on board.
What is worse than NSAS?
Yes, because why will you be arresting people? These are children that they have nothing to do with you. They didn't do anything. They didn't go against. Are they fighting anybody? Do you see any ammunition? Are they going out with ammunition as to fight anybody? No. But they are just moving, just to fight, to tell you that they are not happy. They are mourning those people that were killed. Almost today is exactly 1 year that NSAS started. So you are there arresting them for what? You don't have such rights to do that. What you need to do is just like, I remember before they started, they said that we protest. They said they are going to do what? Protect the people that will be protesting, the protesters. But what are they doing now? They are just arresting. Go to Lekki now. Almost all their Black Maria have just filled up. Arresting people anyhow, and it's not good. That is just
two monarchs, two traditional rulers were killed in Imo State yesterday by unknown gunmen.
But non-government.
They were saying from 5 to 3, from 3 to 2.
Who are you talking about? The unknown government? Is it the IPOB that killed them? No. Who? I don't know. My brother, there's something fishing is happening. I'm from Imo State. Something fishing is happening in Imo State now, because you cannot tell me what they are doing there. Is that they will just come out, kill. The government will just kill somebody. At the point, they will start looking at it as if the citizens, the IPOP members are the one doing it. A rightful Igbo man can never kill his brother. And I trust IPOP will never do such. There's no way and there's no how an IPOP member will go to a king's house and kill that person. The government of Hope Uzodinma should be investigated, my brother. They should be investigated because the killings are much. The killings are much. You are killing people. You are killing innocent citizens. You are killing Nigerians. You went to a royal person's house and killed him, and now you want to shift the whole burden that those people that were killed, those people that were killing all those ones are what? The IPOP members. Meanwhile, when you know the meaning of IPOB, you will know that they don't fight you. Self-defense is what is on ground to them. But I have never seen an IPOB member fighting any other person. Why would they be fighting a royal person? What they do is just to kill. The government will just come in contact and kill whoever they want to kill, and they will ship the whole burden to an IPOB member that they are the one doing it. Meanwhile, they are not. So definitely, even if they are the one or not, I'm not in support of that. Are you getting me? But the government of Imo State should be held responsible for whatever that is happening in Imo State. So you cannot tell an IPOB member, like I will say, and I also repeat it here, an IPOB member will never come on board and kill his own citizen and brother, because they are more than like your brother. If you should kill me today, and tomorrow Biafra should come, whom are you going to? Whom are you going to rule?
What are you going to benefit?
What are you going to benefit again? So definitely, I am not even in support. I have never seen an IPOB member going crazy that he wants to kill any other person. Aside from the government, they should come out and tell us who is killing those people.
Okay, let's look at Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow will be arraigned in court.
Wow. My brother, judgment. I'm very, very much happy. Tomorrow is 21st. By the special grace of God, we are hoping that Nnamdi Kanu they will bring him up to court, and we are not fighting anybody. We are not saying that they should not do things that will not bring much condemnation to the nation itself. But Nnamdi Kanu should be brought to court. If really these people really want peace in this country, Nnamdi Kanu should be arraigned to court. Definitely. Why are you hiding him? Why are you trying to, as in, you host somebody and you said tomorrow he's coming out to, as in, there should be a litigation and he's coming out to court tomorrow, and you don't want to bring him out. What exactly are you saying? You are saying that you are not telling the whole world that you don't know what you are doing. You are telling the whole world that you don't have truthful. There is no truthfulness in your mouth. You are telling the whole world that you are not sincere. You are not honest. Why not bring out Nnamdi Kanu on board? Let him say, there's 7 count charges on him. He should come out and defend himself too. So you cannot bring out a horse and you hide a horse, and the horse should be drinking water in your room while you are outside. Are you getting me? Nnamdi Kanu should be arraigned to court and let him come out. We need to see him. We need to know if our leader is still alive. Because mostly we are clamoring Nnamdi Kanu. We have not seen him for. People will just go there. We say that Nnamdi Kanu has spoken, Nnamdi Kanu has said this. We need to see him flesh and blood, because we have so many people from here, Lagos here, that are going down to Abuja just because of this case.
Okay, final thought is that.
Well, my final thought is that the government should do the needful. They should do the needful, and the needful is nothing but bring out this man tomorrow, so that there will be no cure. As in, the cures you are trying to bring to the country, the nation, will be much more doomed if you are not careful. If you didn't provide that man tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Chigozie this morning. Mr. Chigozie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian.
Yeah, every day we continue our activism so as to speak out against the powers that be. Let's look at the protest today. What's your thought looking at what has happened over the past 2 hours?
Yes, I think that will live in the heart of everyone that experienced or heard about such heinous crime, especially perpetrated by the Nigerian states.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate and uncalled for. I don't think in the history of mankind such has ever happened, where you see the younger ones who are supposed to be the championing the cause of this country in leadership and every other respect, we are shot mercilessly, and it's very unfortunate. Even up till now, the so-called perpetrators of this heinous crime, which of course is the federal and the state governments, they are still living in denial. They have not shown, of course, any sense of remorse either. And these are, the children's, the daughters and sons of Nigerians. And by finding themselves within this compulsion, is very unfortunate that they never anticipated such to happen to them. It's is unheard of and very devastating. That people could meet their life, their dead, even in their own country, by exercising their right, their civic right. It is a right to protest. Especially, they conducted themselves in the most orderly manner. You see, they were not violence prone, and unfortunately, Nigeria have proven repeatedly that is a very callous government, a very useless government to say. Because you cannot tell me that you can just waste the life of your youths who are even interested in the future of Nigeria. These are people who were interested in the future, who were interested in the development of Nigeria, who express, dissatisfaction over the level of misgovernance and irresponsibility on the part of the government. They are not, calling for the cessation of this country, of Oduduwa or Biafra. They are just saying, please, can we get things right? We believe in Nigeria, according to them. And unfortunately, the Nigeria they believe in ended up destroying them, terminating their future and, of course, their posterity. Is very unfortunate. And history will not forget this in a hurry, because this is about people's life who the only crime they committed is that they raised the national flag and was citing the Nigerian anthem. You see, that was the only crime they committed. You see, and do you expect me to leave that same flag today? Do you expect me to recite the national anthem?
Is protest really?
It's very unfortunate.
Is protest really the solution to Nigeria now?
Whether protest is the solution or not is immaterial, but the fact remains that it is their rights, statutory rights, to civil, to express their concern by way of protest. And it's very unfortunate that we have a government that is anti-people. You see, you don't give ear to the people, the cravings of the people. What did they need? They only need to chart the way forward. They only need to protect and preserve their future. Because with the trend of change, they understood that they don't have any future in Nigeria. They only say, please, let us get it right. We can still have a better future, a better governance that is, of course, predicated on justice, equity, and driven by ingenuity. But unfortunately, the system we have could not even allow them to have their life.
Let's look at the monarchs.
It's very unfortunate.
The monarchs that were traditional rulers that were killed yesterday in Imo State. What's your thoughts? What's your take on that?
Yes, we have not seen an end to this. In fact, what we're anticipating is the more evil days ahead. And unfortunately, these evil days has caught up with us. Why? Because even the traditional rulers are indifferent about the happenings. You see, when they needed to caution the government or to call the attention of the government on the level of injustice, misgovernance, and deprivation, marginalization that is ongoing, they resort to keeping modes. Why? Because the stipends that drops on their table after the cycle of 30 days from the federal government, and we have lost the reputation. Most of the traditional rulers have lost the dignity, the reputation they enjoyed in the past. So when a traditional ruler comes up and says something, people will stand beside him because he is saying it based without fear or favor, based on a discipline, integrity. But they have destroyed their integrity and have sold their conscience to these cruel, of course, and demonic political elites.
Do you see IPOB complicit in this? People are pointing and using figures at IPOB.
Have you not heard that even in Imo State, on one occasion when the police were exchanging guns with the unknown gunmen, and at the end of the day, they gunned down the man and eventually discovered that he is an agent of DSS.
Yes.
He is a DSS personnel. So who are parading themselves as the unknown gunmen. So I thank God they were able to gun him down. They would have alleged that this were IPOB in disguise. You see, most of the killings happenings are politically motivated. It is not in any way the makings of the indigenous people of Biafra, because I have studied their antecedents and of course what they believe. They believe in engaging, exploring all diplomatic means in pressing their demands to the community of nations. So they have not resorted to, of course, use of violence, as far as I am concerned.
Okay, let's get a response tomorrow at 21, and Namdekan will be arraigned in court. Let's get your response.
Well, tomorrow is a history and a date to reckon with, and we believe that whatever happens, the judicial process should not be interrupted or intercepted, and the accused should be given an opportunity to defend himself. And for that to happen, he must be brought before the court proceedings. And while his legal counsel does the needful. So the world is watching, and we are at suspense, and we hope that the usual will not happen, and which of course Nigeria has been known for, and he should be given the right to fair hearing, and that will be the only way that we pacify the people. The people are not asking that you release him, but the judicial process should be followed, and if he has no any indictment, if Nigeria could not make their case against him beyond any reasonable doubt. So it is an affront, it is an infringement of his fundamental right to continue to hold him behind the bar, because that could not be accepted or acceptable at this time. People are asking that let the judicial process take place, and of course he has the right to be granted bail. Of course, I am not a legal counsel to Mazen Nandekano, but I am talking as a concerned humanity. Let me not say concerned Nigerian, because I have nothing to identify with a failed system. You can quote me anywhere, I don't care. It is my personal expression. So I can decide to become whatever I want to be. So I'm even a government of my own. So let them come and arrest me. So it's very unfortunate that, of course, I believe that everywhere, the lovers and the followers of Mazen Nandekano should comport themselves, and while they watch the event unfolds. But whatever happens, we define the way forward.
Okay.
We cannot continue in this system. And besides, to bring you to the position of Mazen, he has not contravened any known law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by asking for self-determination or self-preservation of his own people. He's acting between the laws, ambits of the law, even the law or the Constitution of Nigeria, and the international law or fundamental law or rights, human rights. So he have not violated that except proven by otherwise. So I learned that Oban went to ask him whether he is part of those that are killing. He was responsible for the killing, the ongoing killing. You can understand that he is not part of the killing. He's not the one engineering the killing. He has been stripped of virtually all instruments of channel of communication. So how do you expect him to be part to know what is going on? He can understand that he has been vindicated, that he's not part of this. These are Nigerian government and the other political elites who are very bent and power driven to ensure that they perpetuate themselves within the corridor of power. How could you be asking a man who has been, incarcerated, a man who has been subjected to psychological, physical, and emotional torture, that whether he is part of what is going on? It seems it's a height of irresponsibility, and I must condemn that in its totality.
Okay, thank you very much.
I do have a great day, Christian.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we've come to the end of Bystanders and the Newsstands. If you want to be part of the program, there's a link there, and you can click on that link and be part of the program. Someone's asking, how do I call in? There's a link, click on that link and join. Then we can call you in to be part of the program as we watch you live. The right to protest is the right of every citizen. The government has been speaking lies, and one thing I know is that truth can never be changed. Lies might move from now till the next 100 years, but truth will still be revealed. The right to protest is the fundamental civil right of every citizen. You can still watch us as we go and cover the Flip TV events and also cover the protest in Lekki 2 Gate. We're on Facebook, E247, Facebook E247, and also on Instagram, Flip TV NG. I'm Christian Chuko on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davies, and also Ifeanyi. Bye for now. Till tomorrow, as we meet by God's grace, as God keeps us alive. Thank you. Bye for now.